Yo, it's Big Ant back with another edition of Urban Politicians TV. Raw and uncut, coming straight from the legends, straight to YouTube. No editing, no cleaning it up. Straight from me to you, man. We just giving it raw and uncut on these right here. We're going to keep them coming, keep dropping them daily. Urban Politicians TV. Tekashi 6ix9ine, man, back in the news again. Just had him and 50 Cent was doing a video shoot out in Jersey. You know, you seen them rocking with each other. We haven't officially heard no music from them yet, but you could imagine with him embracing to being one of the few artists to really, you know, artists have been seen with him, artists have fucked with him, but to 100% embrace him, I want to say 50 Cent is probably the first one to 100% kind of like take him under his wing and you know, give him some game, I guess. And they've been rocking with each other. You know, plenty of people imagine that they were gonna do a song together. Well, it's happened now. They've been working, so they was out in Jersey. They're supposed to be shooting a video shoot and get shot up. And I think we can all agree here that this is the other side of all the ignorance and stuff you promote. Because, you know, 50 Cent kind of know how to move around, even with the beef going on, the drama going on. We don't hear nothing about 50 Cent getting shot at. We don't hear nothing about 50 Cent getting into too many altercations. I mean, he had that altercation with Gunplay some years ago, but it's not like this is a rare occurrence for 50. And then being right there in Jersey getting shot up, that's one of them things where you know that energy is most likely coming from Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's coming from, ain't like fat, you know, one of 50 old enemies or beasts gonna go shoot up the video shoot he at. So they supposedly gotta look at the car. In the news report, they supposedly got cameras from the scene, around the scene. They doing the investigation right now. But I just wanna put on the light, bro. This is that energy that you bring in your city while you are fighting the case. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear, they trying to send this nigga to jail on October 2nd, I think. So he supposed to be chilled out, not getting in no drama, and this is out of his hands. This is out of his hands. This ain't his fault. He can't control somebody shooting up a video shoot or nothing like that. But when you throw out all that energy like that, that shit gonna come back to you, and it's gonna come back the same way you put it out, or 10 times harder. You know what I'm saying? Waking up trying to be disrespectful every day, waking up trying to get under people's skin and doing it in a very negative way. Then you even speaking on people dead, family members and people who lost people in gang violence and did things like that, and using that as a troll. Them type of things ain't to be joked with. When you say things like that, it goes to that next level. So that's why I'm putting out there that, you know, for the youngins coming up, dog, that trolling shit is only good while it's working. But once it stops working, when you don't want that type of energy no more, it's too late. You done already put that type of energy out. So every nigga want to take a shot at you. You got all these beefs, and then it's so crazy. What you got to understand, what everybody got to understand, is that we all know that Tekashi 6ix9ine is not a real blood member. That's just a fact. We know that. We know he didn't go through the proper parameters and procedures and put in the type of work and go through the real guidelines of becoming a true blood. He don't take that stuff serious because, you know, he was just a Crip not too long ago. Then he becomes a full-fledged blood. And, you know, he's saying these guys are his friends and, you know, his homies is coming home from jail. But these niggas are like 30 years old and he's like 21, so I'm like, how was you homies with a nigga who been in prison? I think he said a nigga was locked up for 10 years one time, and the nigga just came home. He was like 30, early 30s it looked like, or seemed like, and I'm like, how is that nigga your partner when you 21 and this nigga in his 30s? Nigga, when was y'all friends? Like, this what happens though, because now the crew you run with, who even on some street shit, you not inheriting their problems. You not inheriting they beefs. You doing it for an image and to be part of the, you know, the spotlight in the rap game, have them to have your back. But shit, now you bring in the same problems they have when you be in the streets. So this is just all that shit coming full circle, man. I don't wish no bad on the homie. I don't wish bad on nobody. I just think niggas gotta be more smarter in how they move. You know, that trolling shit. You gotta go. You know, he got smarter. He got his security shit up, but you know, this is the backlash because he ain't been trolling really heavy. You know, he been in the comments, but he ain't been posting no trolling shit lately since that case shit came out. And if he do, that nigga's a super motherfucking crash dummy. So we gonna see, man. Urban Politicians TV, raw and uncut. Appreciate y'all checking us out. Subscribe, like, dislike, comment, all the above. Remember that name, Urban Politicians TV. We got more coming for the people, man. 100.